Hello and welcome to another video of ESO and you. I'm sure that there's going to be some people who are going to hate that I'm going to make this. So here we go. Now, a lot of people are trying to figure out where's a great place to farm the motifs and the patterns for furnishing in Elsweyr. Well, here we go. This video is all about that. I'm going to show you 3 awesome places, and it is somewhat profitable. And we'll see if we can get anything cool as well. First, we're going to come down here to the 2 moons at Tenmar Temple. This place is fantastic. Also, if you haven't done the quest line for this, I highly suggest it. It is one of my favorites. So first of all, as soon as you come out of the way shrine here, make sure you grab this backpack. That's going to be your first spot. Then we're going to get up and ride over to the temple. Also, please disregard that my character slightly looks like Aquaman in Bandcamp. I forgot what his color scheme was when I was making this outfit. So, it's okay. Just disregard that part, because you're going to see some cool spots. It's going to be awesome. Alright, first, urns are awesome. I try to pick everything up if I'm going to be farming this hard. That means going through this rotation a couple times in a row. Right now I'm kind of limited on bag space, and I don't feel like clearing it out for a video since I've already started recording. Hey, regard pot. That's fun. So make sure you get those urns right there. Turn the corner. Another couple of urns. And yeah, sometimes you're going to get that regular white garbage. There's insects galore around here too, so if you're fishing or you're selling the fishing items, make sure that you pick up all these insects that are flying around. So you pick up those. And one of these places I'm going to show you is behind a quest wall, so you will have to do the storyline a little bit in order to get to it, but it's not too bad. Heyo, we got something nice. Let's see if we can get something else here. Sometimes your sacks are full too, so make sure you pick those up. If you don't have ESO Plus, I'm not advocating that you buy it. Well, I guess I kind of am for this next sentencing. If you have ESO Plus and you're picking up all these items from here, they all go in your crafting bag. It's fantastic. Except for, lockpicks. They should go in crafting bag. But anyway, it helps save so much space. Once you get it, though, I guarantee you that you probably will not want to get rid of it. Because once you do, you notice that your bags fill up super fast. Kind of annoying. Alright, so we have those urns there. There's another backpack over here. Couple more urns. And then sometimes there's stuff in these urns over here too. Butterfly wing. Nice. And if you're having trouble, make sure you switch to first person. It'll help you lock onto things a little bit easier. If you don't, even if you are in first person and you don't know how to get out of first person, there is a button you might need to bring up your option screen and controller configuration to see how your layout is. But yeah, there's a button that switches between first person and third person. I made a video a while back that goes over first person, third person, how to zoom the camera in and out. So make sure you check that out. A lot of really good information in my other videos as well. So these trunks, I think I'm going to stop looking at these. These are always empty every time. It's unfortunate. But we've mainly come in here for the cupboards. So, as you can see, I only got the one thing so far, so it's not great. Sometimes there's other urns in this area too. I'm trying to remember where they are, to be honest with you. Are they up here? No. I know I've seen some other urns. You guys probably know where they are. If you do, make sure that you're commenting in here. I'm not going to spend all the video trying to find them because I can't remember. So the next, save on time for you guys, I'm just going to pour it on over. We are going to be heading off to the Desert Winds Cavern. This is the place that you have to do a quest in order to get to where I'm going. But once you've done the quest and you've unlocked this area, you can keep coming back. The wonderful thing about this triangle that I'm going to show you of looting, about every 10 to 15 minutes, these are going to reset. So you can have a couple of characters ready to go, or you can just stay on the same character and farm as you go through as well. And you can just stay on the same character and loot through. But it's really up to you and your playstyle, however you want to do it. Yeah, so the more that you loot the urns and the cupboards and the trunks, things like that, the more chances that you're going to have to find those really cool patterns, practices, and formulas and furnishings. And you can do one or two things. You can learn it, which I suggest that you do, at least for the first one that you get of it. Learn it on your master crafter or whichever one you're creating to be your master crafter. And then the next ones you sell. But in the meantime, you create the furnishings or the food that you've just found for everybody in the area. And also, here's another cool tip. Check out places like Alcos or Wohler. Whatever they're saying is the food to use per patch, that's what you're going to want to make the most, because people are going to buy it like candy and you're going to make a lot of money. Just kidding. You're only going to make a little bit of money. Unless you make a lot of it. So, yeah, this isn't anywhere to really get rich, but I mean, you could find some really awesome material sometime, or patterns and things like that. So, you know, check this out. This is a great way to make money and learn some cool patterns while you're at it. So yeah, this is the Desert Winds. As you saw, I walked through the front door there, and I just make a loop through here, loot these, and come on around. Hopefully we'll find something else good. Maybe trunks. It's weird, they took those cupboards that are over there and they sunk them into the ground, so you can't use them. It's kind of baloney. And it looks bad too, just look at it. Anyway, that's me nitpicking. When I first started the game for the first couple months, I didn't know that you could switch out of first person view. So I made it to like level 15 or 20, maybe even past that, in first person view. And then I figured out that you could change cameras. Man, game changer. Alright. Out to the next place for you guys. The next place you're going to go to is Riverhold. There's a couple of places in here that you can loot for free and not have to trespass, but also if you are a thief and looking to trespass things, there's a couple good houses in there too. Yeah, if you guys have farming spots that you know of as well, let me know. I would love to make videos of it and show other people. I understand that this is going to kind of hurt the economy if a lot of people watch this, and ZOS might nerf it a little bit, but this whole thing is to help teach you guys how to find these cool areas, and hopefully you're paying it back too with cool areas that you discover. You know, pay it back, show other people. Let's help everybody get cool things. So, in Riverhold, the first place I like to go, if you have done the main quest line, this is Abner Tharn's house that he's in, or the Zob Hall, but nobody's going to call that. So, it's Abner Tharn's house. And you come in here, if you want to sell some junk, here's some rose tea. But there are cabinets and cupboards in here. Make sure you are looting them. In this place, it's not a hot spot, but the reason why I like to come over here is because it helps offset that timer, and you do still have a likelihood of finding something good. Because as you can see, there's a couple of cupboards and cabinets that I've just found in here, and you always have a chance to get something good. So check them out every time. And then at the end of this, you can go back to that temple and re-loot all of those urns that you looted at the start. And there's 0 enemies to fight, so you're going to maximize your profits here. So this trunk is closed sometimes, so is a nightstand, a wardrobe, that's cool, cabinet, and desk sometimes is closed as well. So a couple of neat little things in here to loot. And that's the thing, is sometimes it's going to be a bust. You're going to come through and most of the items are open and you can't loot anything, and you're going to get discouraged. You're going to say, oh, this is a terrible place to go. Well, I mean, it's all about averages. So the more that you do it, the more likelihood that you're going to have to find stuff. Lady? In here, the upper level, there's some rooms in here that you can loot. Oh, free! Another cupboard. And I might miss a couple of things trying to show you this stuff, guys, so make sure that when you come in here, you're searching around and you're doing your due diligence and trying to make the most out of every room that you go through. Oh, hey, trunk. And I just made this route up as well, so there might even be a couple more places that are even better than what I've shown you so far. So if you have them, let me know. Ah. Alright, so this place. So yeah, those are the 3 free houses to loot in here. There's a couple other things in here, but this main level here, a lot of it's ceiling. So you can look, if you see something cool, you can always crouch down and try to get back in it. Or you can murder 90% of the people in here and try to loot all their bodies. Might get something good. Places to farm for thieving. This house is multi-leveled. There's a person on the bottom level, but on this top level there's not anybody. Or at least not that I've seen. Alright. A couple places in here to loot. So yeah, there's those up here. And then we're gonna go downstairs, and there's one thing to loot downstairs, if I remember correctly. But the person is right there, as you can see. And once they walk back, you can look in that cupboard. But as you can see, it's open, so that means that there's nothing in it. And I'm terrible at thieving, so bear with it. Can't loot that house. There's a cupboard in here to get as well, but it's really loud because I've done the storyline for it, unlocking all the parts of that mural, so I'm not going to go in there. As you can see, I'm also kind of terrible at the lockpicking. I don't ever spend time with the Thieves Guild to get a character up on my lockpick to bump it. So there's somebody early on in this house, if I remember correctly. Give me Maybe they're upstairs. Yeah, it's that person right there. They're another thief. So if you have the Blade of Woe, you can always kill them. That's fun too. But yeah, there's a couple. There's a thing right over there, and there's another thing over there, nightstand. So check that out. I don't feel like getting a bounty on me right now, so that's why. Always make sure to rotate your camera like I didn't, like a dummy. So, is that house there? This is another house that you can loot. And then we have one more here. I think I already did this one. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the route here in Elsweyr. So we went to the 2 moons at Tenmar Temple. Wonderful quest line. There's urns over there and a couple cupboards. And we went to the Desert Winds Caverns. A bunch of cupboards and trunks over there. Great spot. And then we came over here to Riverhold. A couple of places to trespass and a couple free houses to loot. So if you have any cool places in Rimmen or any other zones in Tamriel, by all means, leave it in the comment. Tell me your places or make a video, and let's share this stuff. Let's have some cool patterns unlocked, and let's get some cool stuff flowing out there for everybody. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that you have learned a little bit, and I hope that you share a little bit. Have a good day.